Good morning. Thanks for joining us out here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Dean Jones. I'm here to show you a RexRover. It's a 23. Those of you that have been following RexRover or the Expedition trucks, you've probably seen this unit and me doing a video on this unit about 10 months ago. There's been some changes to this particular unit, so I thought I'd update the video on it. Again, it's a 23 RexRover by 27North out of Missouri. It's on the F250 chassis, and it's a super cab. And this one's got some miles on it. It was a demonstrator, and kind of the reason we're redoing this video is because when they first built this unit, it was kind of their showpiece, and they kind of flexed with putting all these different options on it. Like they put washers and dryers and all the stuff you saw in the first video. We took possession of it, and in trying to sell it, we realized it was a little heavy. It was heavy for the chassis. It had all this different weight, kind of showing all the things you can bolt onto this thing, but it wasn't real practical, and it wasn't really the payload was down. I don't have the exact weight differentials right now. I can get those to you if you call me. But we just got it back from 27North. We had them tune up the whole thing, take a bunch of weight out. It's a lot simpler a coach, but it's also a little less expensive. Give me a call, we'll talk about it. But we'll just go ahead and start and show you how it is now. Again, it's on the Lariat F250. This is called Adventure Skin, this coating you see on it. It's a Kevlar-based product. It's not a rubber like rhino lining. That's a little heavy. This is a really light, kind of real tough coating, and it only adds 110 pounds to this truck. So there's that, and it sits on a really nice Icon suspension. It's variable. You see this little variable knob here all the way around. Nice lift on that guy. It's also on these black Rhino wheels with these Falcon Wild Peak ATs. And those are 35 by 12.5 by 18s. Really nice stance. And here that we have a 75 anniversary edition F250. One of the changes, they bought this seat completely out, so your pass-through is a little bit more accessible, but I also lightened it up a little bit there, and you're gonna see they just kept taking stuff out. So, but beautiful leather seats, heated and cooled, nice 27North embroidered logo in there. I'm telling you, driving this around, it rides like just like a Cadillac in this guy. The 250 suspension it's not as stiff as those 350s, 450s, and 550s. So, a lot lighter. We also have a 10-foot awning. I have it shown up here. Demonstrate it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it away. We got these little stilts here. We demonstrated this last time. But for those who haven't seen it, you can stake these down. Plenty of shade on the outside of this guy. It is power. What's nice about it is once it gets in there, you'll see it's inset in the actual body molding of this monolithic coach piece. The RexRover in and of itself, while we're waiting for this to close, they're moving on to a different model called the Trekker. You can call me, we can talk about that. It's gonna be a little different setup. So this is, I don't know, this is our last RexRover that we have. We've had a few 350s that have done real well for our customers. But as this shuts, you'll see it tucks away real nicely in that little cubby, and that's going to keep it from getting ripped off if you're in the backwoods where this thing is designed to go. Tucks away real nice in there, so nothing you have to worry about getting tore off, like I said. We'll just keep moving around this guy. We used to have a TV and a sound bar in here, but we took that out as well. So again, you're gonna see this is a pretty stripped down unit. But you can put a TV up there, you can put just whatever you want in there. It's a little storage. It does lock, it does have 110 out here, and it also has a 12 volt. Real nice latches that lock and keep that nice and tight. Here we have another storage. And that's all fiberglass construction in there, in carbon fiber. So it's not plywood that can swell, that can shift, that can rattle apart. It's all one piece. There's no seams in this coach part here. So I don't think it gets much better than that. I'm hoping moving forward we have something like that from 27 North. I can't wait to see their new product. Ford integrated tail lights from the original chassis. Everything works real good. This was the original bumper, and if you remember, there was a big box on here with a Dometic cooler. There was this big giant spare here that was just super hard to get on and off. They've lightened all that up. There's no spare on this one currently, but we can get it. And if I were to do this, I'd probably mount it to the front bumper, but that's up to whoever gets this. But again, we have dual pane polycarbonate windows throughout the whole unit. We have, if you get a look down here, you'll see we've got a 55-gallon water tank. We've also got two 20-gallon gray tanks in this guy. Really easy to use gate valves, as you see. Really easy to drain. You also get a good look at that Icon suspension on the back. And real nice in this two-tone gray and black aesthetic. And this is kind of our brain here. We have this smart plug cord. I'm going to show you where that goes, but we also have 600 watts of solar up on the roof. We have a Xantrex 3000 watt inverter, little power station so we can see what's being used. Everything is, again, really nicely well done. And next to this we have a trim of combis. This is going to be your hot water and your heat, and that's all powered by diesel. I have customers that have this unit. They actually live up in the mountains, and they do really well at 10,000 feet, like I mentioned on my last video. Here we have our DEF here and our diesel fuel here. That's a 34-gallon diesel tank. This is our smart plug here. This is where we plug in that smart plug. That plug is really nice. It's going to lock on here. It's not going to fray. It's the same ones we use for our video van. We also use it. They use it for Airstreams. It's just the best plug system you can get. Here's our water bay here. This is where we would fill our water right there. It's a cassette toilet, 5-gallon. Oh, it's locked up with the toilet. This is a 5-gallon Thetford cassette toilet. We do have a manifold on both sides. We have a little quick connect sprayer if you need to get water out here. This is a 6,000 gallon filtration system. Keeps your coach all from calcifying. You'll notice there's 2 water pumps. So if one fails, you got a backup. And those are high-grade marine water pumps. Coming around here, this is powered by a 475 horsepower Power Stroke diesel, turbo diesel motor. It's got 1,050 pound-feet of torque on it. You'll notice there's a Trail Ridge bumper. There used to be a winch here, but we took that out for the weight. This would be a great place to mount that spare. But we kept our lights. We also have 6 lights up here, up on the cap, plenty of visibility. They did take the hood lights out, so they just kind of kept, trimming and trimming and trimming, and this is what we have. If you want to go around there, I'll show you some of the cab features. This here, again, 75-year anniversary Lariat. If you're a Ford lover, you'll know this has got just about everything you'd ever want in it. If you do have our 4-wheel drive mode, this is a 4-wheel drive coach. Again, heated and cooled seats. Here's your radio here. We have a nice little inverter that's in the truck with the 12-volt. We do have a trailering package. There's not a trailer hitch on here now, but we have plenty of, we've lightened it up so much if you wanted to put a trailer hitch on it. You could tow a lot more than you used to be able to when we had it all loaded up with all the stuff. But digital dash here. Seat memories, 3 seat memories on this guy. We also have our lights for our search lights and everything on our bumper and what have you. We also have the fog lights over here. We have all of our audio on this side and our phone and stuff on this side. This nice, really big screen. And we also have, what I love about this truck is we have a 360 camera all throughout. So they've kept all the cameras on this guy. They've actually taken one of the bed cameras and put it inside the coach so you can see what's going on inside there. There's your regen for your DEF. Engine brake. We have an engine brake on this guy, and this thing absolutely just gets up and down the passes like no other. We have plenty of storage here in our cubby. Nice cup holders, just a beautiful inside, and this has got a stereo system from Bang & Olufsen on it, so it's really gonna have great sound when you're going around, driving around in this guy. So that's the inside of the cab. I'll go check out the inside of the RexRover now, because it is different. One more thing they made, another change they made on this guy is it used to have a pneumatic step, and it had a little air compressor that was always running. And if you wanted it to be really stiff out here, you heard that thing running all the time. So we've asked them to make just a real simple in and out step. So that's manual, but it's just a better system. We have a nice little trash can out here. Great grab handle that's not going to be dirty when you're out there mudding. So a good way to get up and out of here. First thing you'll notice on this one, we took the washer and dryer out, put a nice little shelf there. That was just something we didn't feel like was weight we needed to put in there. We have, but again, they haven't really changed the floor plan at all, which is a great floor plan. I have it all set up to where you can see, this used to have 300 amp hour batteries, a lot of weight there. This coach really doesn't need that with that 600 watt solar, and going down the road, this 600 amp hours we thought was adequate, so we took one of those batteries out to save the weight. We have all of our fuse blocks and all that wiring. Again, just a great job that 27North does. This is the battery deck, we call it, or the bottom of the booth. And I'll demonstrate how the bed works again, because for those of you who haven't seen this one, we have these nice little aluminum brackets right here. They sit nice and tight right in here. And of course, your beds come across here. We got nice plywood back cushions, and they are nice and comfortable. We also have, while you're sitting there, we have an access to the top of that, the other bay. If we want to access our solar controller from inside or look at our inverter or what have you, great access there. Let me grab this cushion from behind you. We'll finish off this bed. There's the bed, and get a quick measurement on this guy. Let's go back this way. It's measurement on this bed, 51.5 by 83 inches. So that's a lot of sleeping space there, and it is comfortable. Lost my microphone here. And then, of course, when you're done with that, just pop these little guys out. Tuck them in this little cubby here. This little molded area for those guys. Get them out of the way so you never lose them. But again, all molded fiberglass booth here. And there you go, you're ready to eat. There's a table I'll show you in just a minute, but before that, I'll let Jody come in here. And this was a 3 TV unit at first. There was the outside TV, one up in the bed, but they left the TV and the sound bar back here in the eating area. That can be relocated up there if you'd rather have it up there. We've done that a couple times. We do have our Xantrex inverter panel here. This is our on-off switch for our Truma Combi right here. And this is gonna, again, power your your heat in here or your hot water, and that's diesel powered. We don't have it on right now. It's about 40 degrees outside, and it's nice and comfortable in here. They do a great job of insulating these guys. Again, they do really well with the 4-season camping. We have recycled kind of upholstery all throughout here, and if you were to damage one of these, 27 North can cut you another one and send it right out. Hopefully you don't do that. Here's the inside of our polycarbonate windows. They are dual pane. They louver out and they catch. Oh, where are you? Oh, I don't know. But they have great, you know, air there. We do have a privacy curtain, or if you just want to keep the bugs out, you have a nice screen and it still allows a lot of air to flow. We also have a bunch of 110 all throughout the coach, but you'll notice they're kind of funky looking, so they're universal. You can use, if you were to ship this overseas and need to use a different type of plug-in, you can do so with the RexRover. Up here we have aluminum powder-coated cabinet doors with nice latches with all this storage around. You've got the side doors here. You've got marine grade plywood throughout when there is wood in here. You've got plenty of storage around your booth area. This is a nice, above my head here, you'll see a Dometic. It's a 12-volt, low draw, great little air conditioner for this unit. Cools us off just perfectly. We also have, with that washer and dryer here, this was a different configuration than the other RexRovers, but it's got a little shorter refrigerator with a freezer and a microwave up top. And we've got a lot more storage up there. Notice all the accent lighting above the cabinetry. And this is access to your Truma. So you're not going to put a whole lot of stuff there, but this is that combi that heats the coach and heats your water. And there's one of your, that's your main vent there. And it does warm this coach up nice when it's kicking on. We've got a little bit more storage here and here. And a nice drawer there. Over on the Galley, we do have solid surface countertops with the drip edge, a beautiful deep stainless steel sink. We do have a nice little faucet there, little filtered drinking water on this particular coach. We've got a lot of storage here. So they pack the storage where they can. I think that's a better use of space where that washer and dryer was. You'll see strip lighting all the way through here underneath the countertops. We've also got storage right here above the kitchen. I'll show you what this booth looks like. Just get over here. Get marine plywood on this guy. And just throw this little leg in there. And you're ready to go. So this does lock into this little bracket there, and you can go this way or this way with it if you like to work or what have you on it. So that's the booth setup. That's how I would travel. I just had it all tore apart to show you the battery bay. And here's one of my favorite parts of the RexRover. You can get a good shot of that all the way around. It's a really nicely done wet bath. It's not just this white vinyl insert that's actually aesthetically nice. It's got a really smart floor with a horizontal drain. It's not going to puddle in there. It's also real sturdy. I'm 6'1", I'll get in there. We have it winterized, but you've got water pump switch. Hear that guy? We've got a mirror, nice little window with both of our screens and a nice step-fruit toilet. But just a great wet bath. It's one of the best features of this coach. I love what 27 North does with that. Over here, we're getting a little bit more serious with the The way this thing works, we have an MVD screen. We can actually, restroom lighting, awning lights. We have our refrigerator, some of our brain systems, and that's actually powered by this little brain right here, this smart camper manager. We have a couple shutoffs here. And we had some tank monitors that was digital, but we thought a better way to go were to be put more of these analog gauges in there, and you can see where your gray water is. You get 2 tanks on that, your fresh water. These seem to work just a little bit better. This is the camera that used to be in the truck bed, but it shows you the back of the coach. And we also have, when this is open, we have a nice little screen there. What you'll see on this side, great place for a fire extinguisher if you ever need one. Hopefully you don't. This used to be this power for the stairs, but it's just an open switch if you need to put an auxiliary, anything outside on that. We have our outside lamp. This is our awning function, and you turn that on and off here. We also have the light for the awning, and we also, those 6 searchlights on the front of the cab are right here. So great place for that. We have a little place for coats, maybe some trash bags. And we have this great over the cab bed. It's just absolutely huge. I'm 6'1", and I could sit up pretty much straight on here. We have this really nice skylight. We can check, maybe clean our, solar panels at 600 watts of solar. We also have a screen for it. These windows also open up on the sides as well, so great there. We had a TV up here, but again, they've stripped that one out, but there's a good place to put that if you wanted to move the one from back there over here, if you'd rather watch TV when you're laying down. We have, I don't know if you can get a shot of this, but we've got a light switch here for night lighting over that TV panel, but we also have 3 more 110s there. This bed's really nice and comfortable, but it's really, really big. So a good measurement on this. We're at 79 front to back and 83 side to side. So just a giant bed. Real easy to get in and out of. Again, super well insulated, nice and warm in here today. And we also have a little counter extender here when you're using that Galley. And again, this is the last RexRover, the last RexRover I know of. If this is something that would interest you and you want to talk about it, just give me a call, 720-347-7063. You can text me there, call me, or you can email me on this unit at dean.jones@transwest.com. It was a pleasure showing you the updated version of this, and we'll see you next Friday.